he was always thinking in the back of his mind that, my dear Lord, my spiritual master told me to do this. He told me to preach in English language. Now on this side, there is nothing for me. There is no hope. You know what would have been went through in his consciousness? Elderly person. Is it easy to cook every day? No. He's not like in his 30s or 40s. He's like an elderly man. Not just that, he had to go print the magazines, print the books. That printer person would ask Srila Prabhupada, why are you doing this? Why are you coming like this? In Delhi, when he stayed, he used to walk actually, literally walking in the streets. Now the reflection, what is this person? What is he trying to do? Everyone is asking. The shipping company manager, she was also asking Swamiji, why are you? Why do you want? Why are you doing like this? You can stay here. If you go to America, you have to leave your body. It's a difficult place and it's very cold. And even in Delhi, when Srila Prabhupada was actually working to print his books, he didn't have enough clothes. It is very cold in Delhi. Prabhupada writes, Prabhupada explains, Prabhupada shares his heart that it was very cold for me. I didn't have proper clothes. Please understand this, dear devotees. Unless and until we realize their selfless services, unless and until we know how much struggles they've taken. Today, we just join in a Zoom call, then we try to discuss. But who gave this? Who gave this platform? Who inspired us? Who is telling us that whatever you are doing in this world is kind of doesn't give any satisfaction? Who is confirming this? And through his life, he has shown us. Now, when a person is taking the teachings as his life and soul, will he ever speak lie? That means every instruction which is there in the scripture is actually a deep realization of these personalities. They're not words, they're their realizations. And these personalities, they're not asking anything in return. They are just asking, simply do this, simply take this process, go to the heart. They're just telling that. This continues actually. The soul journey continues. Doesn't matter if we eat, if we sleep, if we do this, if we do that, if we accept it, if we not accept it, if we embrace it, if we do not embrace it, if we take it or do not take it, the soul's journey would continue. Natvanetam jatunasam natvane me janadi. Nachevena bhavishyama That Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, Arey, if you accept it or not, this continues. The soul is there. Before there, it is there now, it will be there in the future. If you take to this process or not, that doesn't matter. But you are bounded to it. If you do not take it, the material nature will bind us. So Srila Prabhupada knows that urgency. He's completely convinced in that. Now that is the reason why when so many difficulties come, he turned. He did only one thing. Among all these difficulties, look at his faith and conviction in the process. Look at his shraddha towards the process. His life is that Guru Sadhu Shastra. Through his example, is showing us how we should lead our life. Yesterday, the devotee was telling that Prabhu, if some or the other person connects to the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and then is doing all sinful activities, will he be liberated? Now she's telling, a discussion came, then she was telling, yes, yes, oh, he's chanting Hare Krishna today or tomorrow, he will give up those things. Now, I was thinking about it. Okay, chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is very powerful. But chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will be powerful when that Nama is Shuddha Nama. Chanting of Hare Krishna is so great, but the Nam has to be pure. Now, who will give that purity? See, before Srila Prabhupada came, before we all came to this organization, chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is there. Krishna is there. Rama is there. Everyone are there. But in the material nature, in the material world, they are all hidden. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Vrindavan, the pastimes are there. Radha Kund is there, Shama Kund is there, Guri Govardhan is there. The place where Srimati Radharani was born, Barshana, that is there. The place where Krishna was born, Gokul, that is there. But they are all hidden. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through his mercy, through his compassion in this world, through his Jivadaya, he, out of love, out of utmost compassion, Namomavadana, Krishna Prem Pradayate, out of that utmost compassion, he actually gave that access to everyone. He said, "This is Radha Kund." He said, "This is Shama Kund." He said, This is the place where Srimati Radharani was born. This is where Krishna was born. This is where Krishna has performed the Kaliya Lilya, Kaliya Mardana. This is where Krishna killed Arishtasur. This is what happened." He showed. And this is Govardhan. This is what Krishna lifted. He personally showed. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is Z. Just like children, mother will teach the children that this is A, B, C, D. Likewise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed. Because before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed that it was all closed off. Even the deities went inside. Because people were completely absorbed in sense gratification. They went inside. Vajranab, who is the grandson of Krishna, he developed a beautiful Gopal deity. That Gopal deity also went inside. Madhavendra Puri got that Krishna came into the heart of Madhavendra Puri. That means Krishna is reciprocating to whom? Krishna is reciprocating to pure devotee. He will not reciprocate to everyone in this world. He will not reciprocate to the person who is doing sense gratification and then chanting Hare Krishna. He'll not reciprocate to the person who is completely absorbed in sense gratification and just chanting Hare Krishna and then not following any instructions of the acharyas. He's not reciprocating to that, but he's reciprocating these exalted Vaishnava acharyas. He's reciprocating to Madhavendra Puri. He comes into the heart of Madhavendra Puri and then he tells, I'm there, please pick me up. Now that's how Gopal Diti came. That's how everything is manifesting. Radha Ramanji. How did that manifest? That was his desire to come and take service from Gopal Bhatta Goswami Maharaj. That was his causeless mercy. Now today we do opulent worship of Radha Ramanji in Vrindavan. Now that was the Lord's desire. Because Lord comes through his devotees. And that day yesterday, Srila Prabhupada appeared. So whatever little chanting or hearing and kirtana which you are doing, it's by his mercy. The moment we forget this, we become impersonalists. The moment we keep all of these personalities aside, our spiritual masters, our superiors, if we keep them aside, become impersonalists. I have relationship only with Krishna. I only chant Hare Krishna. Name will give everything. What it will give everything? You're doing an offense. How will name work on us? Nama. How Nama will work? Haristani aparade thare morana. Thomasani aparade nai paritran. Narottam Das Thakur Maharaj is telling, when one commits offense against Krishna, there is holy name. But when one commits offense against Vaishnav, there is nothing. That means he's gone. His life is gone. Now, even though he's chanting Hare Krishna, even though he's taking darshan of the Lord, it's all gone. So these are the days to meditate and then take more ashraya. Cultivate that aradhana more and more. Now when that aradhana is cultivated, then we take their instructions. When we take the instructions, then surrender comes. And without that, we need to understand we are actually trying to lit up a wet grass. We're trying to lit up. There is wet grass. Will it burn? It gives smoke, but it will not burn. Wet grass. You are putting fire to the wet grass. It is wet. It is wet. But if it is staying in the association, and then that wet grass, when it is exposed to the sun, that wet grass becomes dry. That means what is happening? The impurities from the heart are diminishing. Because what are we doing? We are trying to remember about them. We're trying to hear about them. We're trying to know about them. And through that mood, we are chanting. Then it works. Because what is happening? We are taking the association of sun. This truth is what? Sun. Acharyas are what? Sun. Lord is what? Sun. They help us transforming dryness. They will transform the dryness of that grass, and then the grass will become from wetness to dry. It becomes completely dry. Then you lit it up. Immediately fire comes because it is dry. This is the process. Lot of devotees give so much hope and shelter because they have so much devotion towards Srila Prabhupada. Because that's their life and soul. That's their way. When Srila Prabhupada says it, that's it. It is that. We shouldn't interpret the instructions of the Acharya, but rather we should simply follow the instructions of the Acharya. We shouldn't put our hats that, oh, I think Srila Prabhupada said like this, or interpretation. That means interpret one who will do interpretation? Whoever wants to put their thing, their stamp on it, they will do interpretations. This is what I think. This is what I think. No interpretations. Simply accept as is. Srila Prabhupada himself manifested that quality. He always says, I'm not interpreting this, I'm just giving this as is. Guru Parampara means that as is. When Vyasadeva was actually writing the literature, what was Vyasadeva doing? When Vyasadeva was actually writing the literature of what? Of writing Bhagavatam, Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads. He wrote so much literature actually. It was there in his heart. And then Ganeshji was actually writing so much literature actually. You know what happened? After writing so much literature, still his heart was not satisfied. Then he called his spiritual master Narada. He did not even call. He was actually thinking in his heart, if my Gurudev should have come to me and then he would have helped me in this situation. Then Narada Muni immediately comes. And then he asks, dear Gurudev, I did so many things. Who is Vyasadeva? Is an incarnation of the Lord. Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasadeva. Is actually incarnation of the Lord. Now that person, after writing all the scriptures, he's telling Narada Muni, please, somehow my heart is not satisfied. Please help me. Somehow I'm not happy. Then immediately he would come and then he would tell, Narada Muni would come and tell, oh, you wrote all of these things, but you never glorified Lord and his devotees. You write Bhagavatam. That is when he started writing Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is the glories of the Lord and his intimate devotees. It's a relation, just like actually Bhagavad Gita is also Bhagavatam. You know how Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavatam? Because when we see from this perspective, what perspective we need to see? When we see the perspective that Arjuna has reciprocations, has intimate relationship with Krishna, and then they both are reciprocating to each other. And Srila Prabhupada mercifully giving us the truth. When we see from this vision, Bhagavad Gita is also Bhagavatam. That means what is happening here? Here, an amazing principle is happening. What is that? What is that amazing thing? There is give and take where Arjuna has a problem and then Krishna is solving the problem. Arjuna says, my dear Lord, I cannot do this. And then Krishna says, this is what you need to do. Arjuna says, Krishna, I'm completely baffled. Krishna says, you do this. Natvanetam jatanasam, natvaneva janadipaha. Likewise, entire Bhagavatam is like that. Where a disciple asks a question, spiritual master is answering. What a relationship is this? Vidura is asking Maitreya Muni, and Maitreya Muni is giving beautiful answers. Vidura is inquiring, what should I do? What should be the purpose of this life? Because Vidura was shattered. He was being thrown away. He was being sent away by Duryodhana. He was completely humiliated. Duryodhana completely humiliated him. And then he goes and meets Maitreya Muni. And then Maitreya Muni profusely gives his unlimited mercy. He gives here. And then Suta Goswami, Saunaka, the sages of Naimisharanya, they are asking questions to Suta Goswami. And then Suta Goswami is remembering his spiritual master Sukadeva Goswami and then glorifying him and then giving the answers. So this entire Bhagavatam is like that. If you see there's a relationship between a disciple and the spiritual master, disciple and the spiritual master. And then in between, what are they discussing about? They're discussing about Krishna. Such a beautiful thing to the eyes, such a beautiful things to the ears. Actually, our vision is imperfect, but the ears, the moment we begin hearing, that goes and then stays in the heart, just like it would sit on a lotus. Bhagavatam explains about how when we hear Bhagavatam, the hearing thing will go into the heart and then sit on the lotus flower. And that thing will actually clear off all these contaminations of lust, anger, and aversions of this world. This entire world is suffering from that, but this process of Shravana and this process of Kirtana, what is it doing? It is actually changing. Cheto darpanam arjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Chayakairiva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pradipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. What is this Sankirtana is doing? Is removing Sankirtana prayer yajanti hi sumedasaha. What is this? Who relishes this? Sankirtana Priya. What is Sankirtana Priya for them? This is Sankirtana Priya for them. Shravanam and Kirtan. Because this is what these personalities are aspiring for. They're not aspiring the wealth or so-called this, that of this world. They're aspiring for this because yes, it's interesting. Yesterday, my school friend, my college friend, he also lives in US. He called me. He knows that I practice Krishna consciousness. Because yesterday's Janmashtami, he remembered me. After many months, he called me. And then he said, Happy Janmashtami. I said, yeah, Happy Janmashtami. And then he said, I moved to this particular place. Can you come to our place? Then I said, I'm actually going to India. So I cannot come. It's difficult. Then he said, I have problems. And I said, wow, how come you have problems? You work, you get 200K, your wife works, she gets 175. You both around get 400K. Why do you have problems? No, you can buy big homes, stay in big places. You can send your children to big places, give this, give that. You can train them up materially because you have so much wealth. You can do so many things. Why are you worried? Why there is problem? You're young, your health, your energy is good. You do not have any health problems. Why worry? Why are you worrying? You get like 400K per year. Why there is problem? There's no problem. You have big home. Why worry? He said, still I have worry. I was worried for his worry. Then I was thinking, Arey, if you're still getting that worry, then why are you running behind that worry? If you're getting, obviously we are worried, then why do we run behind that? This is called as condition. You know how difficult it is, dear devotees? I will tell how difficult it is. Conditioning is one thing, but to come out of that conditioning is very difficult. Nobody can do that. Because it is conditioning. Conditioning means what? We are bounded to it. Now you draw 400K, you have everything, all the opulences. You have sofa, television, big televisions. You have dining table, big dining table. You have a Tesla car, or you have a Lexus, or you have a BMW. You have everything. You name it, you have it. Your children go to big schools in US. You have everything. Then why worry? That means something is missing. Something is missing in life. This, you know how this is? This is like giving fish all the luxuries of this world, like she fish, female fish, and all sweets, different varieties of sweets. You give all different varieties of the sweets. Mm, you give all small fish to eat, but the fish is not in the water. The fish is outside the water. That is a condition. The fish is given two-bedroom apartment. The fish is given a good bed. Female fish is also there for understanding hum saath saath hai. The female fish is also there. But will the fish be happy? Fish is out of water. It will die any moment. The fish cannot be happy. Likewise, people in this material world that cannot be happy. Even if you get $1 million per year, even if you earn $1 million, still you will not be happy. Why? Because that is not the constitutional position of the soul. The soul cannot be happy in that. The mind is thinking it will be happy, but the mind cannot be happy. Now, yesterday, I told him, Ari, you should be happy in this world because he's my friend. I'm talking on a note so that he can understand it. If I tell him like that, he will understand. Then I said, you are the most happiest person because you have everything. He said, no. This is the state of this world, dear devotees. Not just my friend, everyone are in this state only. Feel so sad actually. Srila Prabhupada came for that actually. To teach everyone what Krishna consciousness is. When we follow his teachings, oh, we will be very happy in this world. That means the fish is going into the water. That means the natural identity of the fish is what? To remain in water. It cannot remain outside. Even though if you give so many things, you might give the fish good dress, good necklace, good jewels. It's not happy with that. It has to be kept in water. So taking this process is like that, going into the water, going into our real identity, real source. Real source is that. We know that all of these things of this world do not give satisfaction to the heart. Actually, you see how in how traumatic situation we are in. Very traumatic situation this is. We and when we understand that this will give me health, like Dana Jana Sundari. If this is giving me happiness, then we will give this only to our dependents. That means our vision is imperfect. That imperfectness is given to our dependents. Just see how traumatic is this. It's a real traumatic situation. So these days, the appearance of the acharyas, we go and beg them. Srila Prabhupada, you have so much devotion towards your spiritual master and Krishna. Please give me 1% of that. Then immediately he will ask, oh, why you want? Snil Govinda Das, why you want that? Then immediately we should have an answer. I want to serve my spiritual master and you for that 1%. If I have that 1%, that means my life, that means our life is fulfilled, satisfied. We have no other goal. Please understand this. We have no other goal. This is the only goal for us. We need to aspire for this. Otherwise, Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravarti Arjuna. That means we will wander in these 14 planetary systems up and down. Sometimes we become Devi Devata. Sometimes we become somebody else. Sometimes we become someone else. Sometimes we become dog, cat, mammal, a fish, again a human being, again frustrations, again degrading, again going here and there. This is what will happen. This is a fact actually. Padam padam yad vipadam natesham. Every moment there is danger here. And we do not realize that because our actions and activities are somewhere else. The mind is the greatest cheater. Please understand, dear devotees. Mind will tell, oh, that's okay. Oh, you did not eat since one day. Eat, or do this, do this, do this. Now, what's going to happen to you? Nothing will happen. It's all cheating game. We need to tell the mind. We need to train the mind. Oh, that's okay. We should tell in this way the mind that okay, I will give after a couple of hours. I'll give after this. Oh, you want that? I'll give you after that. Just like Haridas Thakur Maharaj cheated the mind. He said, don't worry. He cheated the prostitute. He said, okay, you want to enjoy with me? Okay. Give some time. I have to chant Hare Krishna. He's actually postponing. That's what we should do to our mind. These acharyas will help us. Remember my spiritual master telling us, this is how you need to train the mind. We cannot be, we are so much, we cannot repay them. Actually, these are the days to express our gratitude. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for everything. Thank you for the association. Thank you for the association of pure devotees who doesn't have anything else other than you in your life. Thank you for giving that kind of association. This is how we should thank Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Because it is through your devotees, your followers association, we are able to remember you. Otherwise, we cannot remember. Me, I wouldn't have remembered Srila Prabhupada in my life unless and until that personality came into my life who were actually representing Srila Prabhupada, who were actually representing his instructions. Unless and until they came into my life, I never realized about you. The personalism was never established. But now, through their mercy, this personalism is established. That means it's only a personalist will be grateful for everything, dear devotees, not the impersonalist. The personalist is actually seeing the presence of that person. Thank you, Prabhu. It is through your help I'm here like this. It is a person, it's a relationship. I remember one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, when he was about to leave the body, he practiced for so many years. And then somehow after that, he sincerely did, fully surrendered, stayed at the temple full time, did so many services for many years. And then somehow, Maya is very powerful. Maya pulled him away. We are devotees. Daivi Yeshu Gunamaya Mama Maya Durta, very, very powerful she is. She'll pull us away. So likewise, the devotee was being pulled away. And then he was married for someone who is not a devotee, obviously, because he went away. He married a person who is not a devotee. And then he never spoke with her about this thing. Because he felt that this is another life for him. He doesn't want to bring that up. He was so completely away from Krishna consciousness. He got initiated from Srila Prabhupada. He went away from the process. And he never spoke a word. He never said that I'm an Hare Krishna or I practice Krishna consciousness. Or Srila Prabhupada is my spiritual master. He never spoke any of those things. He was absorbed in his material life for so many years. And the time came in his life to leave the body because he was with a disease, serious illness. And then doctors told him, you have to leave the body in 1 month. Doctors told him that you have to leave. Then from that point of time, no, he has 1 month to leave. From that point of time, Srila Prabhupada started coming into his dreams, telling, go to the temple, go to the temple. Take the association of devotees, go to the temple. This is what Srila Prabhupada is telling him in his dream. Now, Srila Prabhupada has already left this world. He left in 1977, November 28, in Vrindavan, among the midst of his followers, white elephants, his followers. Among the midst, he left 1977. But this happened 15 years ago. And then Srila Prabhupada came into his dream and then he's telling, go to the temple, go to the temple, go, take the association of devotees. Then that moment he started telling his wife about what he was. Every day he was speaking about Srila Prabhupada, what he has done, all his services. And he was telling how grateful he is to Srila Prabhupada. And then how he helped doing so many services to Krishna. And then he was telling, and then he left. Telling that Srila Prabhupada is calling me, I'm going back. Now nobody knows this. Now his wife would come to the temple and then she would explain after he left the body. Stating that this is what my husband told. So dear devotees, if we are sincere, core to the heart, Krishna is readily available. Prabhupada is readily available to help us. He will send his devotees into our lives. And through those devotees, we will be connected So many things are happening in the background. We don't realize that because I myself, I'm not talking myself, I'm absorbed in this material world, running behind sense gratification. No, we should not run behind that. We should see when we are free from that sense gratification, this is what we will see. How much they are doing in the background. Just like a SQL developer, he will understand what's happening in the background. Because he's working in the background. He's a database. He's the database guru, expert. He knows. A UI who's working on the UI, a user, he might not know that what is working in the background because he doesn't know anything about that. He's just a user. Likewise, we are the users. We should transform ourselves into an expert by training. We should be trained up. Then we can see, then our vision will be changed. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. Our acharyas are ready to give us that. Prema Bhakti Jaha hote avidya vinasya jate. Vedagay Jahara Charito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. They are the life soul for us. Adama Janara Bandhu will fall down, fallen in this world. Somebody has to pick us up. That picking up process will become more rejuvenated on these days. The conviction and the faith increases. This body can go any moment. What is this body? We rub this so much, we take care of this so much. I'll tell one small story and then try to conclude here. Okay. There's a king. This king has 4 wives. Okay, please hear this attentively. This king has 4 wives. Now the king first wife is very, very dear to him. He's always embracing her. It's very, very dear to him. He doesn't leave first wife. Wherever he goes, he carries first wife. And then there is second wife. The second wife, he take care of the wife nicely. Whatever is there, whatever is required to his second wife, he gives it immediately. He ensures that is taken care. And then he stays with his second wife. And he has a third wife. You know what is the third wife? The third wife, he meets third wives once in a while. He doesn't interact. He interacts with her, but once in a while. He has appreciation. But he doesn't interact as he is interacting with his first wife. That means his interactions are reduced. So first wife is topmost, second wife is little less, third wife is even more less. Fourth wife, he completely ignores his fourth wife. Matter of fact, he doesn't even realize that he has a fourth wife. But his fourth wife is there, but he never speaks to her. He never takes her association or gives his association to her. He never does that. He's completely aloof from his fourth wife. Please hear this attentively. And then time his death comes. He's about to die. He is not a devotee where he'll go back to the spiritual world. No, he was never a devotee in his life. Was never Krishna conscious in his life. Now death is coming closer to him. Now he says, now anxiety, lust, the anxiety is coming in his consciousness. What is coming? Anxiety. Now he goes and then he requests his first wife. Can you come to me? Can you come with me? I'm in a lot of anxiety. Can you come with me? And the wife says, no, I cannot come with you. As soon as you die, I will also die. As soon as you means, it's something I'll tell that later. And then he would ask his second wife, will you come to me? Will you come with me? He says, no, I will not come with you. I will go to somebody else. Hare Krishna. He was shocked. I will go to somebody else, but I will not come with you. Hare, I gave you so much. Why don't you come with me? He's asking his first wife also, I gave you so much. Why don't you come with me? He says, no, 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 I cannot come. His anxiety increased more and more. Because this is what happens, dear devotees, at the time of death. What am I telling is what happens to every person in this world at the time of death. That's why Krishna consciousness is something profound. It's not like some cheap science which anyone can know, anyone can understand. No. It is coming from the bona fide disciplic succession. Very, very powerful authorized source. So the second wife is telling, no, I will go to somebody else. Means a second wife is kind of cheating on him. Okay. Now he goes to his anxiety is increasing. Wow, he's very in anxiety. His heartbeat is increasing because all these words are like bullets to him. The first wife says that I cannot come with you. I was always with you. She says no. And the second wife says I'll go to somebody else. You know what third wife will tell? We will only come until your graveyard. We cannot come beyond that. Until your graveyard only, that's it. He was shell shocked. More. And then the fourth wife, obviously, he never spoke to her or spoke to him. So he was kind of going back. He's not even asking a question to his fourth wife. Then the fourth person started speaking. Started telling, I will come with you. Then he was shell shocked. What? Now, this realization nobody will get. But why am I telling this is so that we can understand on a deeper level. He will not get that realization also. You know what are those all four wives? The first person is his body. The first wife is his body. He embraces his body all through his life. At the time of death, this body has to be given up. Now that's why the body is telling, I cannot come with you. Now who is that you? We are that soul. The body is telling, I cannot come with you. For example, if we have a male body or a female body, the female body cannot come with us. That has to be burned off or electrified. This body has to be given up. So the first wife says that I cannot come. Who's the second wife? Second wife is his home or his assets. Now he worked so hard to maintain his home and assets. 30-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage, 5-year car loan, investing in bonds, stock market, investing in 401k, this health insurance, that insurance, so many things. They all do not come with us. They say that the moment you leave, I am also gone. That means I'll go to somebody else. That means obviously the home has to go to somebody else. to his children or somebody else, some other soul which doesn't know what's the purpose of it. That is the second. You know what is the third? Third are the relatives. The relatives only come until the grave, until the crematory. After that, they will take bath and then they will forget everything because they will engage in their sense gratification. Just see how powerful this material world is. Shattering us completely, complete shatter. Just imagine, dear devotees. Just understand this. They just come until the graveyard, and then after that they go home, and then they take bath to purify themselves because they went to graveyard because a person has died, and then now they're absorbed in their own thing. They will completely forget about this. That array yaar, if he died, I will also die one day. This thing will never come because there is no association. There is no association of these acharyas. This concept of this cinema will never come. That I will also die one day. Dear devotees, Maya is so powerful. Then when I begin thinking about this, dear devotees, how powerful this material nature is. Wow, very, very powerful. Daivesh guna mein mama maya to lagta hai. And then the ray of hope is our acharyas, is the Lord. They are the hope for us. Otherwise, where do we go? We have no existence. We have no survival actually. Simply they forget everything, Baba, just within few moments. The body is taken away, our assets are taken away, our so-called relatives, they are also gone. And who's the last person who is remaining? The Paramatma is sitting in the heart. Shirodaka Sai Vishnu is sitting in the heart. That person, that person is telling you, don't worry, I'll come to you. I'm there with you. But still we ignore them. Because during the death, we who will realize that there is Paramatma in the heart. So that these first three wives are pulling him in so many ways out of anxiety. He will never realize that there is a fourth person. So Paramatma sitting in the heart. As this realization will never come, life after life we continue doing the same thing. Puna puna charveta charvenana. So difficult. So that's why the appearance day of these acharyas will reveal us in the heart. But don't worry, Baba, I'm there. They will realize that there is Paramatma in the heart sitting. And who so mercifully, Krishna so mercifully expanded himself to come as sitting in the heart as Paramatma. He expanded himself as Mahavishnu. He expanded himself as Baldevji, and then he expanded himself as Mahavishnu, and then as Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, and then Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, and then transformed into unlimited forms, and then sitting in everyone's heart. What is this, Baba? And this they are doing millions of lifetimes continuously, life after life, life after life, life after life, until we realize and then come to this platform that I'm not this body but a powerful spirit soul. My service is to serve the Lord. Ananya Bhakti. And that becomes devotion. That is our hope in this world. Otherwise, there is no hope in this world. You show me, is there any hope? There is no hope in this world. Acharyopasana is the only hope for us in this world. Worshipping our acharyas. When we worship our acharyas, the philosophy will come into our heart as a gift. They will give, Baba, they will give us as a gift. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma. Kaunteya pratijanati name bhakta pranashyate. Krishna is assuring my devotee will never perish. Then there is no anxiety at the time of death. Because what we did all our life, we practiced that. all our life. When we practice these teachings all our life, this thing will not come. Because what are we doing? Continuously we are practicing that. And through their mercy, we'll be able to remember the Lord at the time of death. And through His mercy, if He sanctions, then we'll go to the spiritual world. Hare Krishna. We should be ever grateful to Srila Prabhupada. He's our life and soul. He's our savior. We should be always indebted to Him, always follow His teachings, always be vigilant. And we should offer this prayer, my dear Srila Prabhupada, please, so grateful for everything what you have given. Please continue to give this association more and more. Please. This we need to aspire. Then we make immense progress in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. I would like to stop here. Anyone would like to reflect? Would like to share anything? Share your gratitude to Srila Prabhupada? Anyone would like to add anything? Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so very much, Prabhu, as always, every single day. The morning message on the importance, today especially Srila Prabhupada's appearance day. I'm so happy. I just want to reflect and show, share my gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada. Without Srila Prabhupada's translations in English, and without his books on the truth, the real truth, I wouldn't be here at all, and I'll be wandering around in my past deeds, trying to find the answer for why is it happening this way? Why only me? These are the common questions I used to ask myself. And for those answers, people used to say, go and read Bhagavad Gita, go and read Bhagavad Gita. But then Bhagavad Gita is very tough, and we know it's only shlokas and so forth. But through ISKCON Tampa's mercy, the flyers and the classes that they started, reading Srila Prabhupada's books, discussing Srila Prabhupada's books, got hooked to ISKCON. So, and then from there, no looking back. So, and it's not just Srila Prabhupada, and all the spiritual masters here explaining you, all the Prabhus so beautifully explaining the truth on what Srila Prabhupada is trying to convey in his books. So I would like to share my gratitude both to Srila Prabhupada and all of you, Prabhu, who are sharing the message as it is. Thank you so very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Before meeting my instructing spiritual master 6-7 years back, I was also practicing Krishna consciousness. I got initiated practicing, but I never had devotion towards Srila Prabhupada. Not that I have today. I have to increase that more and more. But I never had devotion. I know that he has written books. I was having a connection, but it was not deep until and unless I met my instructing spiritual master. Only after meeting him, I came to know who this person is. Through his knowledge is knowing one thing, but knowing that person is something else. And when we know the person, then we want to give the life and soul to them. That has to happen. When that is happening, then you will see the magic in Krishna consciousness. They are our life and soul. Now every instruction now makes sense. Every instruction in the scripture now makes sense. Because why? Because that personalism has to be established in our heart. There are different levels. One person might tell to go and read Bhagavad Gita. One person might show, you go here, then your heart will be satisfied. They're all helping us. But there should be one person should actually bring us this consciousness to us. Whoever is bringing, doing that service in our life is, is something special. So I always feel myself, personally myself, I am so much indebted to especially to my instructing spiritual master, because he gave me everything actually. He showed me how to see a person. He showed me how to worship Diksha Guru. He showed me how to worship Srila Prabhupada. He showed me how to do this, how to do that. He showed me everything. He gave life. He poured life into my life. When I was lifeless, he poured life into that life. That is the reason I wanted to surrender to him. Now, a person might ask, why you are surrendering? I have 1,000 reasons to surrender. I have 1,000 reasons to show. Why am I surrendering to that person? A lot of people would ask, oh, why are you going to Ongole? You can go to so many places. Why Ongole? Ongole is a very small place. You can go to so many places. You can go to Hyderabad. You can go somewhere else. But that person is there only there. Just like a beloved, just like a lover and the beloved. Now, when his girlfriend goes to US, now he's in India, and his girlfriend is studying in some University of Texas, let's say. Now he's in India. Now they both met in India. They want to get married. Now his girlfriend, she went to Texas. Now he also immediately applies. You know which college he goes to? The same college where she went. In the material world, just through some mere attraction, they are following and then abiding to that. What to speak of this? This is on a soul level. This is on a soul platform. That means these personalities are giving us the soul consciousness, the self-realization to that person. When he says come, then what is that? It's a festival. Yes, dear devotee, I'm so happy actually. It's a festival in my heart. Because these personalities are establishing that. And then I'm indebted to Srila Prabhupada for that. Because he gave that kind of association where pure devotion can be practiced. If you have the desire of pure devotion, find that source. If you want to do hodgepodge, Krishna will give that also. Because it depends on our desire, what we want. Because my friend was asking me yesterday, why are you going to Ongole? Then I said, I couldn't tell them, but wanted to share here. Because they wouldn't understand. So, no matter what, dear devotees, we live only for 50, 60 years, 70 years at the max. Be honest in your relationship and have that kind of association. Be clear. How many years we will live more? 20, 25 years. Use it to the best of ability in Krishna consciousness. We don't know whether we'll get another birth or not. We don't know what kind of body we will get. But one thing is sure. One thing is sure. What is that one thing which is sure? If we practice Krishna consciousness today, little endeavor towards the process is not diminished. That means our efforts, our uh, experiences today and our submission today is always there. Is always there. No one can diminish this from one's heart. Hare Krishna. Actually, before the class, I was a little weak during chanting. I was a little weak because I did not eat since yesterday. Did not eat anything until now. So I was a little weak. But the moment this thing began, I was so happy. So I'm not weak anymore. I'm so happy. Not weak. Hare Krishna. So the katha or the discussion is a rejuvenation to the heart, actually, especially when we discuss about our acharyas. It's something special which only the person who is doing it will experience. That's why please cultivate that gratitude. Please express that gratitude. I always express gratitude to my spiritual master. Every week I express since 6-7 years. Every week, at least two letters I'll write in a month to him. And since last 1 month, I'm so sad because I'm not writing letters to him. Not writing. I told him. He said, "Don't worry. You write letter once you are here." So this kind of relationship we should have, dear devotees. We should have relationships in one's life. It should be deep. The relationship should be on a Krishna conscious platform. It should be on the truth. It should be on the truth. Now he gives so much mercy that we can discuss like this for 4 hours, 5 hours. That he gave. That he gave. Now are indebted to him. Are indebted to him. I know. Srila Prabhupada will be very, I know my Guru Maharaj, my Gurudev, my Diksha Guru, he will be very happy. Because what's happening? The conviction in the truth is increasing. The relationship with the Vaishnava is increasing. The faith on the process is increasing. The qualities, we are looking into those qualities. Giving and sharing is increasing. Discussing this truth, faith is increasing. Every day we are continuing this. This is a mercy. So when a Vaishnava, when a pure soul comes into our life, this is what happens. I remember one time, one of my god brother, god sister, she asked this question. And she is the one who sent me this Raki. So she asked this question to His Holiness Radhana Subramanian. She's very beautiful. She is very honest to her heart. You know, the question what she asked is, Maharaj, if I want to do pure devotion, what I should do? This was the question. That's a good question. She practiced, I think, and that question was asked after 8 to 10 years of her practice in Krishna consciousness. So the question is, Maharaj, what should I do? Maharaj, please help. Because Maharaj went to Seattle at the time. So she asked this question. Maharaj, can you please help? You know, what I should do to do pure devotion? He immediately said, take pure devoted sensation. That's it. That's it. If you really want that pure, take that person who does that. Take that person who aspires for that. Take that person's association who does it. This we need to aspire. If whoever aspires this, whoever gets that root connection, everything will be revealed. That means, dear devotees, our mind is not our mind anymore. Our mind is their mind. That means our actions are not our actions. Our actions are their actions. Whatever they like, we do it. Just like a small child is simply doing whatever the mother is telling. Mother will tell, go and get that, get the tomato from the fridge. You will immediately go and get the tomato. Because it's simple. Whatever his mother says, he's doing it. This we need to establish. We need to have that kind of a person in. When that happens, surrender is like cakewalk for you. Surrender is cakewalk. And that is how the Krishna consciousness would work. Then they will tell these rules, regulations, or not eating in meat. Then the rules and regulations comes because the relationship is established. Then we say you stop meat eating them because the relationship now. In that relationship, it's easy to stop. If we are stopping it, then we will start. Please understand that. If we are doing, for example, if I'm chanting 64 rounds, then I'll stop. But if somebody tells you chant, then I'll do. If somebody is giving that conviction, then they will do for their happiness. This is devotion. This is what Srila Prabhupada did all his life. You see his life. You read Leelamrita. Do you see anything else do you see anything else, anything different with what I'm speaking right now? No, it will be same. You see the life of Srila Prabhupada. How he gave his life to a spiritual master. I know so many devotees are very happy practicing Krishna consciousness because they gave their life to their spiritual master and Srila Prabhupada. They're very happy. Happy devotees. Devotee means happy. This has to come. Unless and until this is established, it will be Abrahma Bhuvanaloka, wandering left and right. Because conviction in ayana process pe. There's no conviction in the process. So it comes only through association. Somebody has to gift us. We need to strive for that association. Hare Krishna. So find that personalities. Go find those pure devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to add anything? Shila Shro, would you like to say anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for a wonderful class and always reminding about Guru Nishtha and reminding about Srila Prabhupada. The very first time I met you itself, you told me focus on Srila Prabhupada. So that came the reason to read Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. And because of that, I had to travel and I was able to go visit Srila Prabhupada's nice places where he lived in Vrindavan and Delhi, Chippivara Temple, Vamshi Gopal Temple, Radha Damodar Temple. And it gives so much inspiration how Srila Prabhupada struggled before he came to the US, and how much effort he put in for all of us. In Chippivara Temple, he used to live on the second floor. Like I went with my parents; they are old, and they don't want to climb the stairs in Vamshi Gopal Temple. But Srila Prabhupada was older than them at that age, and he was living at taking all pains for all of us. And in Vamshi Gopal Temple, he used to live on the third floor, and he couldn't get water even. He had to
Correct.
open a hole, and he had to go take the water with his own hands with a rope. He used to pull it into the third floor. And then in Delhi, he used to distribute books. That Chipiwar temple is in the middle of a slum. So we can imagine how Srila Prabhupada was trying to print Back to Godhead magazines in that place, trying to distribute in Delhi, staying in a place where there's not so much rent so that he could distribute. And we have so many facilities now, and we can just compare the hardships Srila Prabhupada took. like you were mentioning about the League of Devotees in Jhansi, like any other person would have just given up. But Srila Prabhupada,
Yes,
he was always focused to follow his spiritual master's instructions, and he went above and beyond because he was asked to preach to the Western world, and he actually, is made so many devotees all around the world, not just the Western world, in China, Russia, so many devotees. So he's really the Jagat Guru, and he's the reason we are all here. And I was born and raised in Kerala, Trivandrum, which is a place of impersonalism. Even my grandparents, they were Krishna devotees, but always, in the impersonal aspect.
correct.
Um, and my immediate family is also very fruit working, meat eating. Um, all the vices are there, but just because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy and his vision, he was giving off this life membership. So being looking at the benefits of getting that, my father had bought the life membership, and because of that, we got some books and Bhagavatam at home that was able to see and read and go to the center. Slowly attracted me. So everything is Srila Prabhupada's mercy only. All the devotees who are coming to our life is all sent by Srila Prabhupada. So indebted to this great personality. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Shila. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Very heart touching. Yes. Is our life and soul. So we should always strive to follow his teachings and instructions, core to our heart. And I know how difficult it would have been for him to climb those three staircases, as you mentioned, 3 floors. It's very difficult. And then even pulling the water, it's very difficult. It's not easy. It's not easy. I don't know how he did. I don't know how he did. Unimaginable. Even in that temple in Delhi, it's difficult. Chippiwada place, second floor. His his quarters is in second floor. Very difficult. How he would have climbed. People cannot climb if they are like 60 years old. How he did that every day. And then he used to walk for so many hours. Come back. For him, when we try to do, then the surrender becomes a joyful process. For those devotees, when we strive to do, then the surrender becomes a beautiful process. It's a loving process. Krishna consciousness is a loving process. It's nothing is heavy actually. That's for our benefit only. Everything is for our benefit. When Srila Prabhupada says, stop doing this, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, that's for our benefit. When Srila Prabhupada says, just give up this sense gratification, that's for our benefit. Just like a father is telling his son, please do this, my dear son. He is also telling us like that in a loving way. And he says, just eat Krishna Prasad. Yes, it's for our benefit. If we eat Krishna Prasad, we are getting benefited. If we are chanting Hare Krishna, we are getting benefited. If we are hearing, we are getting benefited. Who is getting the benefit? Aren't we? We are getting. In return, what is he asking? Surrender. Loving way. This is loving process. This is devotion. Now, I could have told surrender on day one only when we started discussion. We were discussing, but slowly we are discussing the principles. We cannot run through the principles like that. It has to go through. It has to go through every day. And then I know whoever hears every day, they will relish the process. Because what are we discussing about? We are discussing about the truth. We are discussing about the truth which Srila Prabhupada has gave us. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone else? Dipali Mataji, Venkat Prabhu. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much for
Can
your enlightenment.
I see you?
Uh,
No problem. If you're not feeling comfortable, don't switch on. That's okay. Please tell.
no, Prabhu, I can switch on for a minute.
Please.
Although it's most of me, it's like, I
Good.
don't know, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I don't know how all of you devotees have energy to, like, it was Janmashtami yesterday, and I know you must all of you have been up till 2 or 3 and get up so early and start the class. That's amazing. It inspires me so much. Like, I go to Brooklyn Temple here. I live in Harrison, but every weekend and on Sundays I go to Brooklyn Temple.
Nice.
And yeah, and many of the devotees also work so hard there. And yeah, I can see their devotion in Srila Prabhupada. And like many of the Western devotees, early when I joined ISKCON a year ago, my my heart was very impure to see, like, you know, how can these people have so much devotion in Krishna. But as I started going there and serving, I realized that they actually have uh, so much devotion for Prabhupada. In fact, that Prabhupada gave them Krishna and all this through his books and Bhagavatam. That's like, and when I see them throughout the day, it's just amazing to, you know, acknowledge that knowledge of Prabhupada practically. So yes. And Prabhu, I actually wanted to ask, like, it's been an year for me, almost like actually in Krishna consciousness. But when I started chanting, like, I directly started with 16 rounds. So, but when I started chanting, it was actually very, you know, somewhere taste was there. That's why I started. But somehow it just went away, and I'm not able to. Then I'm not able to continue after 50 or 60 days. 1 or 2 week comes like this, that some changes in my life happens, and it gives me my aspect of my personality or my impurities or my pride that has always been there. But it's so hurtful that for 1 or 2 weeks I'm not able to continue my sadhana very well. And yeah, so even like I honestly I started feeling that I don't have ability to do sadhana without the mercy of devotees. So this also I started somewhere 40 days back. I again decided, okay, for now I'm going to chant 16 rounds daily. But that's only because of the devotees around me, especially this sangha that I join every morning, and devotees in the temple I meet on weekends. So, but some changes in my life happens, and I'm not able to continue my sadhana, and I honestly question my faith, which I never did. My faith and the forget about the Lord and the Prabhupada. So he has so much created an environment for me to be closer to Lord, but I'm not able to develop my like ability to surrender.
Actually, we will have, it all depends on our association. My request is continue hearing this every day. Stay in this association every day. So when you hear every day, what happens is the faith is increased. And I don't know how you are connected through this line, Sushilpa Mataji or some other devotee, I don't know. So you put a message to me, I'll speak to you in person. Because why I'm asking is, if you put a message to me, I'll speak to you in person, and then I'll see where the issues are so that I can help you. I can guide you personally. Okay. Because in general, I can say something in the class, But once I know details about what you're going through, which you cannot express here, you can express it to me personally, then I'll, give you the answer to that.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So you can take my number 216-246-8514.
Okay, Prabhu. Yes, I would surely reach out to you, like whenever the time allows you. And yes, please guide me. Yes,
Reach
please.
out to me, today I will speak to you, okay?
Yes,
In the
yes,
okay?
yes.
And continue going to the Brooklyn temple, whenever you
Yes, Prabhu.
are ready, just
Yeah.
go there and take darshan of the Lord.
So I actually came in contact with Krishna consciousness through my husband. He is very serious. I admire him, but it's very difficult for me because I immediately came into this after marriage. Though, like, uh, goal was to be in this, but it's difficult for me to be honest.
I understand.
Yeah.
Please put a message to that number, okay?
Yes. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, could you message me too? I'll add you to the WhatsApp group. Prabhuji, I don't have
Yes.
Mataji's number. You can.
Yes, Mataji, I would message you as well. Yes, I would
Thank you,
message.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Thanks, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Would you like to add anyone would like? Venkat Prabhu, yes, please tell. Oh, he's in mute.
Yeah, I just started doing chanting and everything. So I'm trying to listen in and try to get into the conscious, trying to adapt to the things, Prabhuji.
Thank you. I see you coming every day.
Yeah.
Please continue doing that.
Sure, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Let's continue. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone else would like to add anything? Otherwise, we'll stop here. All right. Thank you all very much. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Let's stop.
Thank you.